Hi, this video is to help you get started with the V.I.E.W. Hopefully by now you've already logged on and installed the plugins, the V.I.E.W plugin and also the Unity plugin. So now we can go into courses. Once you click on courses, you should be downloading avatars and for the first time and then loading the levels. It might take a few minutes the first time, but after the first time it should be cached on your computer. And so it'll go a little bit quicker. The next thing you're going to see is this box pop up, which tells you and explains to you how to set up your voice. This is extremely important that you set up your voice correctly. So find this icon on your computer, whether you have a Mac or a PC, and go through these instructions so that you're set up correctly and you can communicate using the V.I.E.W. Once you find your course in your list, you should be able to click on it and then again click on one of these icons, which are the scenes that your instructor has set up for you to go into. And this is just like a video game, so if you click on it, it'll load the 3D world. It might take a few minutes for the first time, but then again it will come up quicker the second time that you load this course. So give yourself a few minutes to go through this process before you come to your course if you want to get in quick. So once that's loaded, I'm going to show you how to move briefly. I'm going to talk about this chat box window, this dashboard, which is down here, and also this attendance window, and then briefly talk about these menu items. Okay, one thing I'll start with is this menu item is this help. If you ever have any need for help, just click on that and go through each one of these listed items, and you should be able to get some more information on how to use this. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to move. So to move, you can right click on your mouse and you can look around, and this will help you be able to see where you're going, look at your avatar. If you have a scroll button on your mouse, you can actually scroll closer or scroll far away. Using the arrow keys on your computer screen, you should be able to move forward and back and then look side to side. And so with those controls, you should be able to navigate through the world in 3D pretty easy. Also, if you're used to gaming on the computer, the WASD keys work as well. And so next I'm going to show you about this chat feature. If you want to communicate and not be heard, you can just chat in this window, and once you hit enter, people that are around you with other avatars, this is a collaboration software. And so they'll see what you have written above their head and then also in their chat box. If you're an instructor, you can click on announcements, and then whatever you type in here will be announced to everybody wherever they are in this world. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is the dashboard, which controls the chat board, the volume, view boards, which I'm going to show you in here in a minute. The risers is something that an instructor will have, so ignore that one. Whiteboard is a collaborative whiteboard that you can draw on and take notes, and then teleport takes you to other locations. I'm going to show you what teleport does. If you have additional scenes in your course, you'll be able to click on these and actually teleport out of this world, this scene, into another one. In the level, in the view boards, menu of this, you can actually click on one of these and then teleport somewhere inside this world, in the scene where there is a view board for you to look at. And I'll explain what a view board is here in a second. And then the other teleport function is just for the instructor. If you're an instructor, you'll have this third option, which you can teleport all your students right directly to where you are at, and they will teleport right exactly where you're at. So if you do send that out, you may want to move out of the way. And so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the attendance window. Now the attendance window is where you control your microphone and your speaking controls, your voice controls. Right now, an instructor, when he first comes in, should have an open mic. That means the students will be able to hear you, and anybody else in here will automatically hear you. You can mute it, like I'm doing here, and then nobody can hear what you're talking about. And then also, and then you can choose the push to talk function. Now this is important to note if you're a student, because this is the default position that you'll have when you are in the view for the first time. To talk, push and hold left control or right control. These controls in green are the controls that you have to select on your keyboard for when you want to talk. And you do have to be in this web window for it to recognize that you've clicked it. If you clicked out of the window, you won't be able to be heard if you select control in this instance. Now, some people may have this defaulted to the letter T on your keyboard, but this can be actually customized to whatever you want it to be by clicking on Tools, Control Fig, and then you can choose what controls you want for the various functions and shortcuts. This is also, take note that this is also a way to find out what the shortcut keys are to move and orient yourself. Okay, so next I'm going to show you the raise hand function. If you need to ask a question, raise your hand and you can lower that. An instructor also has this additional mute where he or she can mute everybody that is in this course so that only he is talking. These other features are explaining where the students are in the world or in the classroom or in the course, and then how long. This is a clock that tells how long they've been in the course. So that gives you a quick overview of all these three functions. We've covered the chat, the dashboard, and the attendance window. We've talked about the menu items up here. One last thing I will share with you is the whiteboard, which comes up, and it should show you this window where you can draw collaboratively on it and communicate that way. Also, this view board in front of me, I'm going to show you. Once you click on a view board, or if you see this flashing down here, it should give you a list, if there's a list on there, to play different media that is on the view. This is a brief video that you can play.
Okay, so what we're talking about is we're talking about shape.
That is a shared, that is a streaming video that either the teacher controls or you can as the student control, depending on how that's set up. There's a picture-in-picture where if you wanted to look away from the view board but still watch it, you can see that wherever you go. There's different types of presentations that you can see on the view board. One is the video, the other is the portfolio, and which is a streaming service, and sorry about that, and you can go through the slideshow just like this. Okay, I'm going to stop it there because I've kind of got off track, and so I might edit that out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching the view.